Righto, it's been a long time between drinks. The editor's had a baby. Well, he hasn't. His missus has, which is my son. Yeah, so that little boy, and he hasn't been able to edit anything. So I'm back into making videos again. I'm sorry it's been a long time. So I'm going over to Robe, R-O-B-E, on my own. The missus is in Bali, and I thought, fuck it, while I got the good car, I'm going to go on my own, do a bit of YouTubing. I haven't done anything on my own YouTubing yet without being in a group, so I'm going to be a bit more freer to get around pubs and stuff. So I got the swag on special for $1. And the esky, I just remembered my pillow. So I'm going to wing it. I don't know where I'm going, I'm just going. So I'm hopefully don't want to take the swag out. I want to sort of get mates with someone at a pub, and they might say, stay at my house, mate, because I can't be fucked getting the swag out, but if I have to, I will. We'll play it by ear. Hey, look at these little babies I got with me. Can't wait to have one of these later. I can rip her. So I've driven an hour from Warrnambool. I didn't say where I was going from, did I, first? So Warrnambool, where I live, and I've got to Portland. Now Portland, I don't know how many people live here. I don't know, Google it. Maybe 8,000 people. But it's got a big harbour. So, when Victoria, when it was settled, Melbourne and Portland had the deepest harbours, and they were the only place you could sort of bring big ships in. And Portland could have been Melbourne really, but it ended up being Melbourne where it got bigger, and that, and Portland just stayed Portland. But they still bring ships in here, grain and whatever else it is, wood chips and stuff goes out. Anyway, Google that as well, find out if you want to find out what ships do here. But yeah, while I was standing here looking at the ships and that, I just thought I'd have a sneaky leak. No one could, just this little bit of a brick wall here. I made out I was just doing my camera. Worked out all right. There's a lady I seen in Warrnambool a while back, and I got talking to her. I said, "Oh, where are you from?" She was real slow at answering. She goes, "Oh, Portland." Like, the way she said it, like she wasn't real proud where she came from, but I think Portland's not a bad place. So I'm nearly at Nelson, which I think I know, maybe 30 minutes from Portland. I just thought I'd stop and show you the, well, I actually really wanted a can, because I'm fucking thirsty. Shit. The pine plantations, I suppose that's what you call these trees. So all the way, like hundreds and hundreds, probably thousands of acres of these trees for wood. There's trucks everywhere. Every 5 minutes I'm seeing trucks, so it's a pretty big industry over here. So I've just crossed into South Australia, just across the border. Have a look at this. Look at the road. As smooth as a baby's bottom. If anyone knows when they're in Victoria how shit the roads are, fucking holes everywhere. Have a look at that. We live in one country and we've got about 7 different laws in different states. There's another wood truck. So why can't we have good roads everywhere? No good. Look at that. Beautiful. Righto, we're going. I don't want to waste my fucking time and it's not working. So I've caught up with Danny. We won't give his last name, but a few people will know who you are. I'm staying at Danny's house because it's the only person I know in South Australia. And we're going to stay the night, and then I'll go on from here and stay at someone else's random house that I don't know. But I know Danny pretty well. I work with him. We pick spuds, onions, potatoes. You do onions?
Yeah, we've done the onions as well, yeah.
Yeah. And then we worked at a milk factory and we played footy. Did a lot.
Mowed lawns together.
We mowed lawns together in my business. He helped me. I worked the arse off him. He might have lost a couple of kilos. When
yeah, might have lost it. But it didn't help when you're drinking long neck.
No, we drank a long neck at the end of the day while I was waiting for the kids to get them from school.
Mind you, the long neck had to go under the window so the teachers didn't see us out the front of the school.
Back in the day, they were heavies back then. So Danny's got a ripper story to tell us. How long ago?
Shit. It'd have to be 30 years ago.
30 years ago. So you and we'll just call him Eddie.
That's the one.
Right. Some people know who Eddie is, but he won't say his last name. So what happened? What time of year was it?
So it was actually September. The only reason I can remember it was because Koroit were playing in a final that was supposed to be played at Mortlake.
Yeah.
But because we'd had so much rain, it actually got transferred to Noorat.
All right. Really?
So there was that much rain during the week.
Was it a final?
A final.
Yeah.
Koroit were in a final. And it must have been probably the second week into September, Saturday.
Yep.
So we'd had that much rain and there was a lot of water and everything about. So, but anyway, myself and a mate decided to go fishing in the Hopkins River.
Yep.
Little 12-foot tinny. So that was all right. We'd put it in and everything. We were debating whether we should have gone or not. But anyway, we just put the tinny in at the back of Lindock, and away we went. Just put in bait for some unknown reason. I don't know why. We weren't drinking that day.
So if anyone knows Warrnambool, say it's inside there's a bridge there, and you're probably like be 700 or 800 metres from the ocean, I suppose, like that, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe a bit longer.
Where we put the boat in was probably about 700 or 800 metres from.
Yeah.
But at the back of Lindock and the Hopkins River.
Yeah.
So we put the tinny in. And we thought, geez, the water's flowing a fair bit. But anyway, that was all right. So we got in, and as I said earlier, we didn't have any grog or anything in us. And we put a esky in, which had the bait and everything in it. I don't know why we thought we were going to catch anything that day. But anyway, we went down, and the two of us were in this little tinny, and we went down in under the bridge. The water was that high at the Hopkins River, we actually had to duck to put the tinny under the bridge to get down, which what they call is, I don't know whether it's called that now, but the blue hole.
Yeah.
And he'd always have.
So generally the bridges, there's a heap of space, you get under easy, there's heaps of room for boats.
Oh yeah, Jesus, you get half-cap boats and everything under it. Well, this day we couldn't even get the tinny under it, under it. We had to duck down in the tinny and away we went. So that's all right, we get down and anchor up, just the one anchor. So that's all right, we're sitting there, put a couple of rods out and fishing, had a ciggy and everything, sitting there, and then all of a sudden the boat's moving. So, in a bit of a panic, mate tried to start the little motor, and in the panic flooded it. So that's all right. So we're getting closer and closer towards the mouth.
So taking him out to the ocean, yeah.
So we're heading towards the ocean. Anyway, in all of this, in a panic, I've decided to dive out of the boat, knowing that we were going out through the mouth of Hopkins, and the mate stayed in it. Well, the boat actually ended up, the anchor actually caught onto rocks as it's going out through the mouth, so he's all right. Problem is though, as it's caught hold of that, because the swells and everything were that big that day, they actually were knocking the boat around, knocking the boat back in, back out. So
where were you at this stage?
I was out of the boat and gone.
So you got onto the sand somehow?
No, I dived out and then felt the bank And as I was coming up, it wasn't too bad, but then as I got my head up out under the water, because the river was flowing so quick, I got taken out through the mouth.
Out in the ocean.
Yep.
Yep.
Out in the ocean.
And there's waves fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
Like real big bad conditions.
They reckon the 20-foot swells that day.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, life jackets.
No.
Yeah, no life jackets.
No life jackets.
Oh my god.
So only had the work shorts on, t-shirt, and work boots and everything, and the mate was the same, so that was all right. So we're out anyway. As this was going on, there was people that had seen it all happening, and they'd rang Triple O and got the police and everything, police and SES and all that involved and stuff like that. So there were sirens going on around Warrnambool everywhere. So it was the other thing of my sister and brother-in-law, because the swells were so big, where the breakwater was, there was all the waves crashing over the back of the breakwater.
Yeah.
So there was people lined up all the way down the breakwater watching all this and everything. Anyway, all the sirens and stuff were going on. The sister said to the brother-in-law, she said, "Oh, we'll go and see what's going on with all those sirens." So they went and followed the police car and a couple of ambulances up to the car park of the Blue Hole.
Yeah.
So the sister's sitting there watching this all going on. Didn't realise it was her own brother who was out there getting...
Yeah.
She said if she hadn't known, she would have probably... Well, she don't know what she...
No, that's right.
So yeah, so that was all right. So I was out, and so then the anchor rope actually snapped, and then Eddie got thrown out of the boat, and
And you got the short. You were gone.
I was gone.
Out.
I was gone probably 500 metres out to sea from
Really?
the mouth. But anyway...
Fucking hell, lucky. I'd be fucking dead, because I can't. I'm a shit swimmer.
So the boat went straight out, and so did I. So Eddie had gone around the corner where this, I forget what it's, the flume. He went around there, and he was stripped down to just his jocks. I'd done the same.
So the water ripped it off? Or?
No, with that you just take all your clothes off as much as you can so you can survive to swim. So with that, so I'd done the same, but Eddie went around the corner, as I said, to the flume, and I went out, and anyway, as I was treading water, the boat went past, turned upside down, so it caught air underneath it. So what I done was I ended up, there was probably 6 foot of anchor rope, wrapped it around my hand, and then threw half my leg up over the boat. So that was all right. I ended up about a K out, and then Eddie had ended up around at the flume, and so then there was surfers and everything that were there. It made front page of the Standard.
Yeah.
But there were surfers there because there was a heap of scenarios that went on this day. It was just unbelievable what happened.
Yeah.
There was surfers that were surfing out at Levy's, and there was a young lad and his old man, they'd been surfing out there. Well, anyway, they were out surfing and they got brushed, and then a big fin come past, so they got out of the water. Apparently there was a big shark out there.
Oh, Jesus.
So they cleared all that out, and they were the same. They heard all these sirens and everything going on and all this sort of stuff. And so they come up to the flume, and anyway, the young lad was there and he was watching. You could see Eddie bobbing up and down in the water, and he was only about 100 metres offshore. Well, he said that he got up, and people that know the flume in Warrnambool, it's a real quick drop off. So as he said, he got into the shore, and as he said, he could feel himself, he could walk up. What actually happened was he got hit from behind because he was so stuffed from swimming, got hit from behind and then just got sucked underneath. But as he said, as he got sucked underneath, he got his rest of his clothes ripped off him. So that's all right.
And nothing on.
Nothing on. This young surfer has said to his old man, he said, "I can see that bloke, we got to go out and rescue him." And the old man said, you're gonna be right. And he said, if you come out, we'll be right. So this young lad and his old man, I think the young lad was only 16, I think it was,
Yeah.
went out, got on his board, and they went out and rescued Eddie. But at the same time, the Surf Lifesaving Club had deployed a boat for me, But what had happened is, as the boys were going out in the boat in this rubber ducky, they'd gone over a wave, threw one of the blokes up, one of the surf lifesavers. When he landed back in the boat, he broke his leg. So they had to turn around.
Really?
Send the rubber ducky back so this bloke could be friggin' taken off it. So then they put another bloke in it and then come out, and then they actually rescued me. And
did they come in near and tell you what was going on, or?
No.
What did you think when the boat turned around?
I just thought that was it. They'd just abandoned me, and that.
Oh, you think you're gonna die? You must have fucking worried. You must be not a bad swimmer.
Yeah, could swim pretty well.
I'd be well dead.
So
I'd be fucking done.
So that was all right. We both got rescued. I ended up getting taken in the boat at the breakwater. Eddie got put in an ambulance at the Flume. So that was all right.
No, but when the rescue, you did tell me, when the surf dude got Eddie, he brought him in on the board. How did he bring him on the board? What was the situation when he...
Well, he put Eddie on in front of him and he had to swim behind him, so...
And he had, all you say is an arsehole.
Well, I wouldn't say arsehole, but yeah. So he said, he seen more than what he wanted to see.
Yeah,
so.
And he got him out of the water with nothing on, sitting on top. Yeah,
so,
geez.
yeah. So we
It must knock you about when that situation happened. You were so lucky to be here.
Yeah, that's it. So we both ended up in hospital with hypothermia. We had the doctor come around. Like, this is just an unbelievable story. We had the doctor come around and he just said to us, we had the aluminium foil blankets and everything on, and the doctor come around and he said, "You two are very lucky to just be alive." And we said, "That we know that, blah blah blah." And he said, "Oh, there is media crews and stuff downstairs waiting for you to interview you and stuff like that, and you'll make money out of this." And we just looked at each other and said, "No, it's not worth it. We've got our own lives." And
you didn't worry about it?
Didn't worry about it.
Righto, so here's the article of Danny and Eddie. So, if you wanted to pause it and read it, you can. That's the fella surfer that helped them out. So I'm up early, just left my mate's house, and I'm going to go and have a look at these caves. 11 kilometres to get there. Righto. I've got to the caves. I'm going to try and find out where they are. Righto. So navigation in and out of the caves is extremely dangerous and should not be attempted by anyone who has not got a thorough knowledge of locality, reefs, currents, underwater obstructions. Right. Well, maybe this is it. In there. Must be able to take a boat in there. There might be more than one. I don't know. That looks interesting. Years ago when my boys are, I don't know, 6, 8 and 10 or whatever, we'd be driving along somewhere, I don't know, around where we live, a little bit out into the country a bit, and I'd say, "Hey boys, look, there's a kangaroo!" Sign. And they get real excited because they think there's a kangaroo, but then I say sign. Get a laugh. Right, I just had to let Mr. Joshua out for a little bit of a run. Busting for a leak I was. My little wiener. This is me car I'm driving. Isuzu. It says Digi. My number plate. Someone said to me, "Oh, you're a bit of a tosser. Getting the number plate with your name on it." Like tosser means, I don't know, up yourself. Oh, I think I'm a hero. I don't think I'm a hero. Just do what I fucking want. If my YouTube goes alright one day, there's Digi. But anyway, whatever. So I've just stopped here. There's a shearing shed over here. And it just reminded me of a story a bloke told me, a fella called Grazie. Tough man. I hope he's still answering the phone. I hope he's still alive. I don't know if he is. I hope he is. But he said to me, blokes were having smoko one day on when they were shearing. It was about 10 o'clock in the morning, and there was heaps of rabbits around. Just, you know, when they was just there having their coffee and their smokes. And this bloke thought it'd be funny. He flicked the match out. You know how you light a match and you flick it? Well, he lit a match and flicked it, and it hit the bottom. Hit the rabbit. The rabbit went on fire. Oh, they all fucking laughed. Thought it was pretty funny thing to do. Well, it ran straight under the fucking haystack. Burn it all down. I don't know what the rest of the story would happen after that, but anyway, yeah. What else was I going to say? I think that's about it. I just remembered what I wanted to say. That rabbit should have stayed in England. It shouldn't even be in Australia. So it was his own fault that it happened. He shouldn't be here. Jesus, fuel and road. $2.04. $2.04, 0.9. Just having a bit of a look at the ocean, that road. Not sure what's down here. Couple of lads going surfing. A lot of nice houses around. So I've just pulled up at the old Goal ruins, which are Goal's a jail, but anyway, that's what it was called back in the day. Pretty interesting. What have we got? Earth closet, whatever that is. Goal's room. Oh yeah, there's all different stuff around here. This was built in 1860, and it was like, because you couldn't travel far back then, obviously it was horses. This is where the prisoners stayed before they had to go to Adelaide to get sentenced, is what it says. So, this is the yard. It says yard. Kitchen. They also said the first two prisoners were two Indigenous fellas, and they were imprisoned in here because they stole a female Aborigine off somebody, and that's why they went to jail. So very different rules for doing things back then and different laws. Here's a store. I wished it was still here. Cells. So come and have a look if you're over here, if you like a bit of history, which I do. Have a quick look. So we have the yard over there, and this is actually the exercise yard, which a little bit of room for them, but there's not many cells there. I don't know how they, mustn't have been many people stayed, unless there was other cells somewhere else. So there's some really nice houses here. I'm going to go and have a game of lawn bowls. I haven't said to you yet, but I have an obsession with it. Everywhere I go I have a game of bowls. I had a game of bowls in Mount Gambier yesterday, so I'm pretty keen on it. I'm going to do that first. Welcome to Robe Bowling Club. I'm excited to have a bowl. Try the green out. Oh, looks like it's ladies' day today. I hope I get to have a go somewhere. I might have to bowl here. God, look at the view. Have a look. What a place to have a bowling club. Absolutely amazing. Have a look at this. Hang on. Look at the ocean. God. So I'm going to go over to... Hang on. Music's going. It's the bus's music. So how's that for a view? I think I've got to go way over the other side of the ocean where you can drive on the beach. I'm going to go there later because I'll just have a couple of cans so I can keep driving, and then I'm going to hit the distillery or something. There's a big music thing later, so we'll see how we go. I'm going to have a bowl now.